Today on ABC Ping, we are welcoming Jude Fonfo. Jude Fonfo is a table tennis player, and we are very glad to have him amongst us today. We want to know, maybe he should start by introducing himself, and then we want to know, Jude, the kind of rubbers that you use. Jude?
I am Fonfo Bintola Jude, a player of table tennis, and I use offensive rubbers.
Jude, what do we understand by offensive rubbers in table tennis?
Offensive rubbers are rubbers that are used for attacking in table tennis.
So if you understand well, you are an attacker.
Yes, I'm an attacker, and precisely an all-round player.
Now, can you break it down? An attacker, an all-round player, will know that attackers use offensive rubbers. So what do you mean by all-round player?
An all-round player is a player who touches every sector of the game, like being a good defensive player in block, a good attack player in topspin, a good receiver, and a good server.
Now let's talk more on the kind of rubbers that you used. So what can you explain, or what can we gather when you say you use offensive rubbers?
Offensive rubbers are generally known as, in table tennis, as backside rubbers, where we have the inverted pimples on the other side, and the side that is in contact with the ball is smooth. And generally, offensive rubbers are rubbers that are tacky, means when you brush the ball, they generate
an effect.
On that ball, maybe top spin or back spin.
And what will you tell us on the opposite? Those that don't use the kind of rubbers that you use, maybe defensive rubbers. How do you call them?
We call defensive rubbers pimples.
Yeah, pimple rubbers.
Yeah, pimple rubbers, and pimple rubbers are divided into. There are many of them. We have anti-top rubbers.
Yeah.
Which are backsides but are not tacky.
So what's the difference between pimple rubbers and backside rubbers, effective?
Pimple rubbers are used for defense, and backside are used mostly for attack. But there are some backside rubbers, like anti-top rubbers, which are used for defense. Their characteristics are mostly based on the fact that they are not tacky. They don't grip the ball. So we call them anti-top rubbers. Now,
we realize that very few people use this kind of rubbers. I want to say pimple rubbers. And the few that use them to play generally disturb those that play with backside rubbers. Have you ever played with somebody using pimple rubbers? And what kind of difficulties have you had with such a player?
Pimple rubbers are mostly very difficult rubbers to play against, because they have very funny effects. When you generate maybe a top spin on the other side, what comes from a pimple rubber is always the inverse. That is, I generate a top spin, what comes back, it is a chop.
Now, knowing that it is the inverse of what you are expecting, doesn't it make it instead easier to play and easier to maneuver? I've watched attackers play with those with pimple rubbers, and believe me, it's some kind of suffering that you wouldn't imagine like a player. Do you have the same impression?
Well, pimple rubbers are rubbers that most people don't use. So most people are not used to the effects. For instance, I've been playing for so long, and I'm somehow experienced. I've been playing for about 16 years, and pimple rubbers have never been really a problem to me, because I understand exactly what is coming from the ball.
So if you were to use pimple rubbers today, will you go in for it? Will you drop your backside rubbers and go in for pimple rubbers?
No, me generally I consider those who play with pimple rubbers not like people who are handicapped in the game, but for me it is a rubber that it does not really bring out the table tennis in you. For me, that is my own way of looking at pimple robbers. Because most of the times you are on the defensive. The other person is giving the rhythm and you are just on the defensive all the times.
So does it really mean that attackers hate pimple robbers and defenders would go in for pimple robbers?
Yeah, attackers who are not used to pimple robbers, they hate seeing pimple robbers, especially when they are not trained to play against pimple robbers. If it is an attacker who is trained to play against pimple robbers, he will be very happy and glad to play against pimple robbers.
Yeah, Jude, what we notice is that each time you have somebody playing with pimple robbers, you're kind of giving up the game already. Before even toast, once you go in and check the robbers and you see the other person is with pimple robbers, you're like defeated before the game. Is that the impression that we have?
Yeah, most players in the world they don't really pay attention to pimple robbers. Yeah. About less than 20% of players use pimple robbers. So most of the times when I come into the game, or when most players come into the game, they meet players with offensive robbers, that is backside robbers. So they have that rhythm with the backside robber. And when they are in front of somebody using pimple robbers, they what can I really put it? They don't really adapt because they are used to the backside robbers. So it becomes a problem.
Does the fact that people don't use pimple robbers, that you don't have so many players using pimple robbers, does it play for those that use it? Because most often out of 3 matches with attackers, they'll win 2 or maybe all the 3. So why don't you people go in for pimple robbers?
Well, pimple robbers, you can win most of your matches with those guys who don't really understand the effects on pimple robbers. Okay. So I wouldn't advise a player to go in for pimple robbers, because when you meet the top players, the top ranked players, it is not a problem for them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, Jude, if you have any advice to give youngsters, those that are coming up, as you rightly said, for more than 16 years you've been practicing table tennis, what will you advise them with your experience, more than 15 years of experience? What will you advise them in terms of robbers?
Well, in terms of robbers, if I, for instance, am training a young person, if I discover that the person has a problem, maybe the forearm is not very good, or most of the times it is the backhand that has a problem, what I will do is I can put a pimple robber
on the backside,
on the backhand,
on the backhand,
yeah, and then an offensive robber, that is a backside robber
on the forearm.
Robber on the forearm.
Will that not like start another training for the player to get used to? Because I mean, you don't attack in a nutshell. You don't attack with the pimple robbers. You like kill the effect and send it back to the attacker, and the attacker either throws it out if he doesn't know how to top spin it properly. And so, won't it take longer time to train that kind of youth to be playing with backside and pimple robber?
No, it won't take longer time, because already on the backside there is so much control of the ball. With the pimple robber, I mean.
Yeah.
So on the backhand, he has so much control. He is having a higher probability to return the ball of the opponent, because he has more control on the pimple robber. So it will take him a very short time to master his equipment.
Okay, Jude, it was nice having you on ABC Ping today, and we hope we'll have you some other time. And while waiting, we'll invite you to get to our website and watch more interesting videos on the website. And we're looking forward to see you whenever you'll be around our studios. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.